should be good. I think we should be good. We are live, beautiful people. We are live, and Nas is dropping. Gee Willikers Batman. Gee Willikers Batman. Let's go abort. She is on her way downtown Betty Brown. Downtown Betty Brown. Let's go, let's go, let's go. What's good, Keith? Yo, we should have took that sale, baby. Took that sale. Look at her, how she just literally just went through all of those zones. She went through all of those zones. And still going. Still going. Still going. I had a buy on her. I was scalping a buy on her before I started boxing this morning. We were scalping that buy. Took a nice little $130 win before we started boxing. This guy right here should pull her up. I was thinking that she wouldn't get past this zone right here because that's a lot of selling pressure. We were looking at this little buy area last night just to recap it. I don't know what happened. I ain't went through all of the messages. I didn't go through all the messages, but let's see what happened. I see it gave you guys one pump. It gave one pump last night. What's good? What's good? I see it gave one pump last night. It gave one pump. It gave one pump right here. Let's go to the hour so you can see it. Yeah, there it is. It gave you that one pump right up at her. Did it even give a pump? Because that was already happening. I don't think it gave y'all any pump. Did it give y'all any pump? What happened to y'all last night, Keith? What happened? Let's go. Let's go. Thank you for that photo, sis. Thank you for that photo. Let me get live on TikTok real quick. I'm literally just coming from the gym. Whoa, 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 whoa. What was that about? What was that about? Let's go. So, yo, this Nas area right here, I mean, I don't see why she won't pull up from here because this is a zone that she should literally pull up, to be honest. I don't see why she won't pull up from there. But she should pull up. She should pull up. She should give us a nice little pull up and come up out of this zone, start closing up out of this zone. Here in the next hour or so, I'm looking for Nas to literally get back up above this little 20,200 area. And if she gets back above this little 20,200 area, she'll move her way back up over in here. Right now, she's going down. Right now, she's going down. So you don't want to get caught once the market crosses over. She's filling up these little imbalances now. I don't know if you guys see that. She's filling up these little imbalances. And so as she fills up these imbalances, she's going to basically try to trickle down. And there's more imbalances even over here. So you want to see that maybe she pops out of this right here and literally starts pushing back up out of that zone. This is what you want to see. So let's get on TikTok and get some people in here. How's my sound? Put some fire in the chat. Yeah, the sale at the 400, bro. The sale at the 400, that was the play right there. That was the play last night. That was really the play. Gave us that little push up right here. That was the play. What's going on, beautiful people? We're live on TikTok. We're live on YouTube right now. This is your boy, Mr. H, aka Mr. AAA, the only one to do it, your #1 digital educator in North America. The individual that gets on these live streams and teach you how to fish early in the morning. And if you learn how to fish early in the morning, you won't have to find yourself trying to fish and catch fishes during the New York Stock Exchange when you got whales and sharks in the water. Let's go. Put some fire in the chat. Put some fire in the chat. Let's go, beautiful people. If you over here on TikTok and you want to get over here on YouTube, you go to my bio, click my bio, the link in my bio. It'll take you straight to my YouTube. Subscribe to that YouTube channel where you got some real good, juicy information about this foreign exchange market. Right now, we're on TradingView. So we're looking at TradingView and we're mimicking TradingView on my live stream, as you see right here. We have a couple of my students in here, my little private students that we normally go in, and we basically literally play from zone to zone to zone. Right now, NAS is literally dropping. So you don't want to get finna literally get ready to start reversing. Understand that. So you want to see a real good reversal pattern out of these zones. Other than that, let her push up, and then you want to scalp those sales back down to wherever she's going. You don't want to get caught buying right now because that's making assumptions in the market. And we don't like to make assumptions. We like to trade off the edge. Put some 8s in the chat, beautiful people. What up, Jess? What up, Keith? What up, Sean? What up, Riley? What up, sis? I see y'all. I see y'all. Y'all wake the group up. We got to get everybody else in the group in here because they'll say, oh, I didn't know. I didn't know. You didn't drop it in any of your channels. Well, I told y'all every morning at 7 o'clock we're going to be on here. It's 7:13, so let's get into it. Let's look at what gold was doing because we really never even caught gold. Gold was literally just pushing around, moving around. She jumped up to literally 81 yesterday. Yeah, she jumped up to 81 yesterday. Look at that, beautiful people. Look at that weekly candle. Eesh. Yesterday I predicted her to the T. So she literally went from like 24.43 all the way down to 24.29 and then flew back up to 24.81. So I told you guys what you want to 100% do. You want to learn when to sell in the market and when to buy in the market. And so what I was teaching people yesterday, if you want to scalp her, that means you must understand how you're going to scalp her and where you're going to scalp her from. So when I'm scalping on an uptrend, meaning I'm taking sales in an uptrend, when the market is clearly going up, that means I'm going to scalp down really quick and position myself for bigger buys. Put some fire in the chat if you remember that direction I gave you guys yesterday. So I'll start from the week to really see what the uptrend looks like. Then I'll go to my day to see what that daily candle looks like. Right now we're looking at a long-legged doji. So we basically want to trap that day from the floor, create a daily floor, which is 2,461. Now you have 9 hours and 45 minutes left on this particular daily candle. Meaning if you have 9 hours, that candle has 9 hours to play itself out. So therefore, I don't want to make any hasty decisions when the market is showing you that it is confused. Y'all tap that screen over here on TikTok. Y'all tap that screen over here on TikTok. Let me tell you again. What this candle means, that means the market is confused. That means buyers and sellers are 100% in the same position right now. That's exactly what that is. I don't want to get caught making assumptions. What I want to wait for is confirmation. So when I see this, I make sure I literally cap it. Let me show you. I cap this right here and I say, okay, that's my daily floor. So I'll know. I got to put my defaults in there so I don't have to type it out every time. Daily floor. Let me type it up in y'all face. TikTok, y'all getting the actual handheld. So if you want to get the actual live action where you can see it right here on the spot versus me just moving my phone around on y'all, click the link in my bio. It doesn't cost you nothing to get on my YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and get this sauce. As you see, that candle is going green to red. That shows you market confusion. It shows you market confusion. You get to the 4 hour, you're going to see who has more power right now. As you see, the market is trying to come from the overbought market back into normality. It is sitting at 2468, 2468. That is your price range right now. Your daily floor is at 2,461. So watch this, beautiful people. If she's going to start bouncing from here, because you know the market is confused, if she's going to bounce up from here because the market likes to retrace from here, it showed you already. It showed you 3 times right here, so watch it. I like to put rejection in the overbought market right here at the edge. And then this is how I know how to scalp buy when the market is confused. And I scalp buy towards the trend. So that means I'll immediately go from a 4 hour time frame down to a 15-minute time frame, and you will immediately see where you can scalp buyer up to here. You can take her from the 68 to the 70, and then that'll give you literally your 20 pips. Because when you're scalping in the market, you only want to go for 20 to 30 pips. I'm not looking for big movement when I'm scalping when the market is confused. Y'all put some 8s in the chat if you understand what I just said. TikTok, if you understood what I just said, I'm not going to hold this phone for too long. Let me show you again. If I want to scalp the market, I turn and I look and I say, yo, the market is confused right here on the daily. Let me show you again. It is a confused candle, which is a long-legged doji. Let me make it big for you. Anytime I see a long-legged doji, that means the price of buyers and sellers are in the same price, meaning they don't know if they want to go up from 24.68 or if they want to go down from 24.68. So if I go to my 4-hour, I can immediately see, I see a red doji, a green candle, and then a red candle. Right now, these sellers are in play, meaning there's more chance that it's going to go from the 24.68 down to the 24.61. If I go to your hour, you're going to immediately start seeing it even more. And you start seeing that, yo, it's going to trickle down and try to literally feel this. That's going to happen. You can either scalp her from here. You go to your 30, you're going to start seeing her where she's going to drop. So you want that little push up. That's that little 20 pips I was telling you about. She can push up to that 71 and then she can drop back down. Understand that. Watch this on the 15. You see that? How if you would have took the 68, you can take her already up. You're already up 10 pips. And then she goes here. That'll give you your 20 pips. Let me show you. Look at that. You'll get your 20 pips right here. And if you take your 20 pips and run, if you're using a dollar lot size or 0.50, that gives you your quick in and out type of money. I tell people, most people are trying to look for really big plays. It's hard to find the really big plays in the market if you don't have patience. You got to have really good patience. So if you don't have patience and you like to jump in and out of the market, I can teach you how to catch 20 to 30 pips at least 10, 20 times. Y'all put some fire in the chat. Let me say that again. I can teach you to get 20 to 30 pips. You're making $30 a go, and you do that 10 times. Y'all type in the chat, what's 10 times 30? Understand that. Yo, TikTok, get over here on YouTube. I'm finna put the phone down. You have your M structure right there. So that means it has to pop up here to fill this void up down here. That means it needs to go get buyers and sellers. Buyers are here. Sellers are here. So that means it's going to push up and drop back down. There we go, beautiful people. So TikTok, if you want to join us over here, it costs you nothing to get on over here. Deuces, beautiful people. Deuces. I can't even get out of there. Swipe left. There we go. There we go. Now we in it like swimwear, beautiful people. We in there like swimwear. You see, everybody's putting that 300 in there. So imagine, like I said, if you're going to take that quick buy because the market is in a solid uptrend, you can take the quicker buy, ride it up 20 pips, and knowing that the market is confused, and 9 out of 10, if you look at the trend line, show you, she is working her way back down to at least here. So from 24.71 to 24.61, tell me how many pips is that? Tell me how many pips is that, beautiful people? Let's go. Let me show you that. You understand? Come on now, where your numbers at? Y'all type it in the chat. You should already know this. Because that's where your money is at. This is where your money is at, beautiful people. So you got to understand your pip count. So when you're like moving in the market and you're moving super fast and you're moving like in and out of the market, you got to know where your pip counts is at. Look at that, boy. That thing dropping and dropping and dropping. Nas is going down. You got to love it. I'm up 140 bucks on the sale on Nas right now. Just taking her in the opposite direction. You know she's going down. Even though she's in the back of those zones, you know she's going down. You have to go with the motion. She's at 20,100. Like I said, you don't want to get caught buying over here. So therefore, guess what you got to do? You got to rock with the motion. You got to roll with her. until she shows you that she's going to reverse. Only then you want to jump out of her. You understand that? Only then you want to jump up out of her like that and switch it up. But let's get on back over here on gold, because I know a lot of you guys like gold. That's 100 plus pip on gold. That's 100 plus pips on gold. Like I said, the pip count is super simple. For every count, 2469, 2470, 2471. Each one of those is 10 pips, 20 pips, 30 pips. What you guys are looking for are big candles. You can't be looking for big candles when you should be looking for prices. And that's where a lot of people really mess up in this business. Because if you start understanding price action, you're going to start understanding like, yo, I don't need a really big candle to get 30 pips. Put some fire in the chat if you understand that. I don't need a really big candle to get 20, 30 pips. Because now when you look at the market, look at, she's back up to that 10 pips. If you jumped in her, watch this. Let's get to the 15 so I can show y'all. Let's get over here and show y'all the action. The minute she gets to the 70 range or 71 range, this is where you're going to see the sellers start coming in and try to push her back down to close that gap. So as she starts moving up, I personally just show you guys how to find the money in the market. Understand that. When you're looking for the money over to the higher time frames, where is the current trend? The current trend is up. Who's in power right now? The buyers or the sellers? You don't know, because your market is super confused. So you have to go by the history. The history shows that it is in the overbought market. So clearly the buyers are in power. You understand that? So if I want to choose a way, I'm only going to choose the way of the buyers, because it's the most correct way to do it. You understand that? So when you see those small time frames and you guess what you see? What up, baby? Guess what you see? You see the little buyers pushing up because you had sellers come in. That's those little red, that's that red candle you see, that 4-hour red candle you see. But you see the buyers trying to get up out of the oversold market. So what it's going to do? It's going to push, it's going to push, it's going to push, it's going to push. And as she starts pushing and making her way to that 70, she knows the real buyers are sitting here. How many people know if you take 10 pips 10 times, that's also 100 pips? Because I know a lot of new traders. And let me tell you the reason why I tell you this. Let me introduce myself one more time. My name is Mr. Holistic. I've been trading for over 8 years. Not only do I teach people the 4 ways and 4 styles of trading, I teach people how to make the money. I teach people how to fish. Because in order to fish, you can either go to deep sea and deep sea fish, or you can go into a little pond and you can go fish for bass, you can go fish for crappies, you can fish. So you must understand what type of fish you're fishing for. So if I'm only fishing on gold, check her out. If I'm only fishing on gold, I'm not personally looking for a really big fish. Now, if I catch a big fish, God bless. But what I'm looking for is to be able to throw my rod in the water at a specific area where I know fish are at and pull fishes out. I'm not trying to allow a fish to nibble at my hook and just let her eat all of my bait. Where my fishers at? Put some ones in the chat if you're a fisherman. Put some ones in the chat if you're a fisherman. I like to teach you how to fish. So if you're already pushing up to the 2470, as she pushes up to that 2470, guess what's going to happen? You know the market is confused. You know sellers are literally waiting. Look right here. Sellers are waiting right there. Let me show you that price range, what that price range is. So that's how I know the sellers are waiting for the 2470. Why do I say 2470 is 10 to 30 pips? If I get 30, that's amazing. But if I just get me 20 pips and I jump out because I'm just scalping, I'm just going in there to getting really quick fish. Watch it. Watch it. She's almost there. She's almost there. There's your 20 pips. Now, what I want you guys to notice, the minute you get those 20 pips, watch how the sellers start pushing in as we get closer to this area right here. You're still in the 2470. Put some fire in the chat if you just got the 20 pips. Let's go. I'm telling y'all straight. So imagine if you catch these 20 pips, what the correct thing to do is to not just close the trade. Watch this. If I entered here, let me teach you guys how to fish today. If I enter here if my stop loss was here, let's make that my stop loss. Let's make this my stop loss, beautiful people. Let's educate. Now that I secured the 20 pips, I take my profits, I move my stop loss at least about right there. So that's how I secure the profits from a 20 pip move, and then I secure 10 pips. Now, if the market blesses me and just literally just shoots past that EMA 9, as you see, the sellers are coming in now. If it just blesses me and shoots past that and closes over here, because for those who know, the market moves the last 2 minutes of the trade. I don't mind putting my stop loss in a position to get clipped out if I know those who trade in the New York Stock Exchange and you like to be in and out of the market. This is the strategy right there. Secure 20, 30 pips, snatch your profits, adjust your trade. So if I'm in it for one lot and I get my 20 pips, which is $200, understand that. I get $200. So I take that lot size from a 1.0 to literally it take 90 off of it, 0.90, and I leave a 0.10. And if that 0.10 runs up here, good God Almighty. But if the sellers come in like it's planned and it comes back and clips me out, that's a risk-free trade. Let's get some 8s in the chat if you understand that. Hearts on the screen. Y'all tap them hearts on the screen if you're learning something today. Because I just showed you how you could jump in from a 2468. Ride it up to the EMA 9 that's sitting at 2470. Because you know the market is confused. I personally don't trade on confusion. But that does not mean there's not money there. You understand that? So the bigger play is to know that she goes up 20 pips and then she'll go down 100 pips. Remember what I told y'all. Where's the daily floor again? Remember that. Where's the daily floor? The daily floor is at the 2461. Remember this. Remember this range right here. So that means you have to understand what personality you want to go for. You want to go for the 20 pips, the 10 pips 10 times? Or do you want to let her push up and then you ride down to 100 pips? 90 pips it would be if you took the sell at the 2470. I know you can't see the numbers on the side. It's okay, Elizabeth. It's okay. You hear me though. You have it. You should have your trading view open so you see it. I'm giving you the prices by telling you. I'm giving you the prices, sweetheart. So this is just the platform. If I can, I'll fix all of that as I get more adaptable to the technology. But as we go, I want you guys to see it. I want you guys to see. Look at it. It gives you again. Check it out. It gives you this again. Right back to the 2470 as she's pushing up here. This is a brand new candle on the 15. Appreciate you, Golden. I appreciate you, Golden. This is a brand new candle. So imagine if you got in at the 2467, actually, which was the 24. Now she went up. You saw both times. Once, twice sellers came in. This is a new candle. Look at the sellers. Look at the sellers right there. Look at the sellers right there, beautiful people. Put some fire in the chat. 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 Look at the sellers come in. Watch the sellers keep coming in from right here. And remember, you still not got clipped out. The sellers are going to come in because the more people put their stop loss in a 10 pip position, you're going to create a lot of liquidity right there. So this is why the market will literally come down and grab it. And if the market is going to shoot back up, she's going to shoot back up after she grabs all this liquidity. This is how you trade 20, 30 pips and not have to consistently watch the computer. A lot of people start saying, man, I like that Forex, but I can't I'm just stuck in the computer all day. Well, that's when you should start learning how to proper position, and you can trade for 2-3 hours and then you can be done with your day. And then you need to learn where sessions you want to trade off of. Understand that, beautiful people. You see that? You need to learn what sessions you want to trade off of. Because if I know right now, here it is again. Check her out. This is your 15 minute. Let me rewind you. We trade from the 4 hour. We trade on the 4 hour. Let me give it to you on the 4 hour. Look at that red candle on the 4 hour. All we did was bought on the retracement right here. I know in the next hour and 20 something minutes, that candle will come down here. Why do I say that? Let's go to your day. Because on your daily, look at this, on your daily candle, that's resetter so you can really see it. Got a lot of confusion because you got those lines right there on the 15 minutes, but you guys understand what we were doing. On that daily candle, you are seeing it right here. She has a wick. Look at the wick. Look at the wick on the daily. I'll clear the chart so everybody can see. I want everybody to see it. I want everybody to see it. I'm gonna remove everything. Remember the wick. Remember that wick. You see it? So watch this. Let's do it again. Bang. That's my daily. That's my daily roof. That's my daily floor. And actually the daily floor was like right there. 2461. Remember what I told you. The daily candle is sitting at a doji. Put some 8s in the chat if you see that doji. Base of buyers and sellers are in the same position. They're in the same position. Let me see if I can cut that mic down just a little bit, and then we won't have. There we go. I think that's a lot better. I think is that a lot better as far as voice wise? Or we good? Because I got a hell of a voice. I got a hell of a voice. I got a hell of a tone on my voice. So let's get on back over here to the 4 hour so you guys can see what's going on. Where she's sitting at the 2469 per bought market, she likes to retrace from this area right there in your stochastics. Let me show you. Let me mark it up so you guys can understand. That's 1 time. That's 2 times. That's 3 times. You see that? So this shows you how to get money super quick, because a lot of you guys jump into the actual charts and you need a signals chat. What I'm doing on my YouTube and what I'm doing on my live stream is literally teaching you guys how to properly fish, because there's no way that you can say that I understand charting. I know how to mark my charts up, but I just don't know how to find an entry. That's because you don't believe in yourself. That's because you don't have patience. And when you believe in what you see and you have the patience to see it through, the only way you're going to know if you push the button and take the trade. You understand that? Y'all tap that screen. Y'all on the algorithm. If you understand that you know how to mark up your charts and you know how to find areas where you see support and resistance at, that means all you have to do is see if that area plays out as you say it's going to play out. We're back up into that 70. Let me show you guys again. We're back up into the 70 range. There she goes. Watch where the sellers come in. Remember what I told you. Let me put that line right there again. Let's go back to where we was talking. Bink right here. This is where sellers come in. Everybody's stop loss should have been at the 69, and that means right here, that means your trade is still running. Now the sellers come in right up in here, and now you're going to see the market start basically. Look at that right there. Look at that. It has to get past this area to create more buying pressure. If it does not pass the 70, it's going to close under here, and then the next candle is going to start dropping to go find more. Watch it. Watch it, beautiful people. I want you guys to learn how to watch the market. Here it is. And if you're in it from the 2468, let's put that down there. Let's put that green line there where we caught her at, right here, which was actually 67. What we did, if you're brand new on this live stream, what we did was took a buy quickly because it was going with the current trend. The current trend shows you that the market is moving up. So versus trying to sell in this market when gold is sitting at an unknown area, it is at an all-time high, 24/7. The overall trend is going up. The current trend is going down because she's coming from 2482. Actually, let me adjust that. She's coming from 2482. So if I know she's coming from 2482 and she's sitting right now at 2469, that's a lot of pips. Look at the sellers. Look at the sellers. Let's make it big for everybody can see it on YouTube. Let's make it big for everybody can see it on YouTube. If you're just joining this live, you should subscribe to this channel, because this is going to be the only channel on YouTube that gives you direct introduction on how to fish in the foreign exchange market. And people say, well, why do you do this for free? It's not about doing it for free. It's about creating a community. It's about creating a community of individuals that understand that the digital market is the best way to financially stabilize yourself and to create financial freedom and break generational curses in your life. Because most people who get into trading, you're the only one in your family doing it. And the most reason why you don't succeed, because you don't have that extra support when you have your bad days. And the beautiful thing about you have good days in the beginning. Let me say that again. You're going to have way more bad days than you're going to have good days in the beginning. And that gets you out into the YouTube University, Google Academy, looking for help. And when you run up on me, I'm going to be here to help you, because my intentions is to teach the adults so the adults can teach the children. Look at that trade run. It's running from the 2467, which I got a 2468, and now she's up to 2470, high 2470. So that means she can break out of this zone, but you won't know until the 5 minute is over. So when this next 5 minutes, I want you guys to see it. I want you guys to see it. I love this shit. I love this shit. Look how close it came to your stop loss. Put some fire in the chat if you set a proper stop loss now, because I'm also team no stop loss. I'm also team no stop loss. You're up 40 pips right now and moving. You see that? This is how you secure a trade, secure profits from 20 pips, leave a 0.10 running. That's the safest way of trading, beautiful people. And if you do that 10 times, 5 times, 6 times, you can make your daily percentage, because most people are basically working a 9 to 5. And if you have just a basic 9 to 5 and not a career, and you're just working a job, I guarantee you $150, $200 on from your phone will literally stabilize your life. $200, but you got taxes on it. So after you get your taxes, you take 40% out of that, 35% out of that. So you're only left with literally like $90, $95, $100 maybe. You add expenses, you add the inflation, you add groceries, you add gas, you got like $25. Let me say this again. You got like $25 left. You got kids, they're in sports programs. That means you're in debt, because most of the time, what you're asking, Brian? Oh, I do set stop losses. I don't like setting stop losses when I'm entering into a trade in the beginning. And let me explain to you why. Not only because I'm an advanced trader, but the reason why I don't like setting stop losses in the beginning, because you immediately create liquidity. So 9 out of 10, the market will 100% come back and get you. The market has not matured enough for you to set a stop loss into profits. So if I do set a stop loss, I'm committing to the L like I'm committed to the win. So for an example, when I took this trade, I personally, meaning I was willing to lose 10 pips to gain 30 pips. You understand that? That means I'm willing to lose $100 to get $300. Oh yes, Bram. Yes, they see the stop loss. Hell yeah, they see it, because it's a liquidity. It's liquidity. That's what a lot of individuals don't understand. So when you put your stop loss and then the market just does like this, comes right back, grabs it, boom, and then takes off. How many times had that happened to you? And then people go, man, every time I put a stop loss, it always lose. Because imagine if you put a proper stop loss with risk management, that little 10 pips that you're willing to lose, and then you finally get your one winning trade, that one win should cover that loss anyway, if you have proper risk management. What happens is most over leverage. So when you over leverage, because the actual greed is literally bigger than your actual education. And when your greed is bigger than your education, now you're up 50 pips, beautiful people. Now we're up 50 pips. So when your greed is bigger than your education, you don't learn and earn. You actually just learn hard lessons, because you end up just losing money because you're gambling at that point. And when you gamble in the foreign exchange market, you're going to lose, because you have educated institutions in the same foreign exchange market. Check it out. Check it out. The overall trend is up. The current trend is going down. She's coming from the 2482. She just bounced from where? The 2466. So if she bounced from 24.66, we got on. When it comes to a doji, that means the buyers and the sellers are at the same price. So let me teach you how to fish. I don't trade that on a higher time frame because you have to guess. If you go down to the 15-minute, because I can show you the scalper's mentality. What is a scalper? Meaning getting in and out of the market. That means fastest as I get in, the fastest I want to get out. And a lot of you guys like to gamble like that. You like to go play roulette. You want to put your money on red or black. You want to go play 21, or you're playing craps. You understand? Like, this is the mindset when most people start trading until they get educated. And as I was explaining yesterday, if you trade with an edge, meaning you know that buyers are sitting here and you know sellers are sitting here. And because I put my daily price range on the roof and my daily price range on the floor, I know if I go back to that daily, look at this. I know you can't see the prices, but if you have your trading view open, in the bottom of that daily candle, your price range will be 2,482 to 2,461. So if I know I'm a day trader and I'm going to be taking money within the daily time frame, that means the market is only moving between 2482 to 2461, which is like 190 something pips. So for me to think that I'm going to get 500 pips, 600 pips, 1,000 pips out of that, it's impossible. The math is not mathing. So if it's only moved between a 200 pip range, I think I could get 30 pips out of that. Put some fire in the chat. Put some fire in the chat if you understand that. So now let's go back to the 4 hour. I see that it's only moving between here. Look at this. It's still moving in this range. I'm going to remove our entries and that stop loss so you guys can see it. You see? It's only moving in this range. You see that right here? It's still in the middle of the range because it's in the overbought market. So why did I choose to buy? Because I chose to go with the actual trend. I don't want to go against the current trend. I want to go with the overall trend. The current trend shows me that the market is going down, and it's going down by 100 pips right now. But it also shows me the overall trend shows me that there's way more buyers in the market than there's sellers. You see that? Put some fire in the chat if y'all see that. Let me make it small so you can see it. That shows me right here. When I get to the 4 hour and I do a trend line from just right here, look, boom. That shows me that it didn't blast it off. For touch, it ain't touch. It left a whole little gap right there. You see? It has left a whole little gap right up in here. Let me get a proper one. Let me get a proper angle. You see this right here? Boom. Y'all see that gap right there? Put some fire in the chat if you see that gap. So it didn't left a. Let's go to the settings. Let's make it like it clear so you guys can see that. You see that? So that lets me know the market has pushed up on the 4 hour and left all of this liquidity down there. So the sellers need to come in and fill all of this void to get either another touch or come down here, cross over, retest the backside of that trend, and then continue going back down in this normal range and close out the liquidity here. You see? Put some fire in the chat if you understand that. Put some fire in the chat if you understand that. Because the reason why I show you this, because now the market is sitting at 2472. You jumped in for a scalping position at 2467, 2468. You have secured 30, 40 pips. You've secured profits from 20 pips. You have moved your stop loss up 10 pips. Now that you up 30 pips and it's at 24.72, watch this. This is how we trail our stop loss. Let me show you this brain. Stop loss was here. Entry was here. Boom. So what I told you guys, now that the market cleared that, you secure your stop loss, it was up what? I move it to the next breaking spot where it's right here, you see? Now I go up a little bit more. I go up 20 pips. I bring it to that right there. Now I know that 0.10 is also now up another 20 pips. So I took profits from 20 pips. I just secured another 20 pips. So that's 40 pips I have in the bag. Whether I watch this trade or not, put some fire in the chat if you start understanding how to literally manage the trade now. You understand that? So that's called trade management 101 if you're just scalping in and out of the market. I consistently move don't want to get greedy and move my stop loss up here because that's active. The market would immediately come grab that. So I move it back down here. Why? Because the market has to clear this resistance area right here. It has to clear this little support area right there. It's going to get rejected right here. You see, if the market rejects right here, then you're going to, and then it goes up into here. Guess what? You're going to secure another 10 pips. You're going to move it to the 70. And now you got another 30 pips in the bag from a 0.10. And now you're just moving it up and moving it. You're going to have to take profits. You can leave the standard and you can now secure $300 from here. You see, I can secure the $200 right there. That's a $300 clear if I just leave the standard. If I leave the standard right here and I just allow that to play itself out, I secure $300 right here. Put some fire in the chat. Actually, if I'm doing it from the green to the red, that's a $400. That's a $400 clear. That's a $400 clear. It's literally 7:50 in the morning. They gave you $400 on gold before 8 o'clock in the morning. You understand what I'm telling y'all? You understand the whole mindset of trading now? Because most of you guys are thinking, man, gold is finna fly. I'm finna catch this big ass move. And then when it just gives you a 10 to 20 pip or a 40 pip drawdown, you're like, oh, fuck, I need to close it. You panic close. You're not even allowing the trade to mature. You're not even allowing it to really truly mature. So imagine if she comes and clips me out right here. I have not touched my phone. So I personally didn't take profits. I personally just moved the stop loss up. You see that? I just moved the stop loss up. You see? I just moved the stop loss up. So I've already secured what I'm telling you right here in your face. And this is not for financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. No income claims. Past performances does not predict future gains. Anybody that gets onto their social media and does not let me say this again. Anybody that gets on here and they do not give you a proper disclaimer in the foreign exchange market, they are no good for you. And I'm going to say this again. This is not for financial advice. I am not your financial advisor. This is for educational purposes only. And the reason why I'm educating you, because I know you're interested in generationally changing your life financially. And if you're interested in changing your life financially for a generation, you're going to have to get educated. And if you're going to get educated, you're going to have to getting educated. And sometimes, because everybody's learning curve is different, the way you learn and the way I learn is totally different. But let me tell you, beautiful people, I've been doing this for 8 years. I've been profitable for the last 3 years. For the first 5 years, I tell people straight, I lost 1,500 100 times. Check that push. Check that push. So if this trade in the next, this candle in the next, oof, we got the 3 white soldiers right there. You have 3 consecutive higher highs, a retest candle. You could buy there if you didn't do it. If you haven't got in from here, you could have bought right there at the 24.71. And you can take that all the way up here and get your same 20, 30 pips. So I told you guys, I can teach you how to get 20, 30 pips at least 100 times. I can teach you how to do it at least 10 times. You understand what I'm telling y'all? Like, you got to change your mindset, because if you're going to scalp in the market, you're going to have to learn how to get in and out. You're going to have to learn how to get in and out. And if I'm going to get in and out of the market, guess what I'm going to do? It's like a point guard. I don't want to get in the middle of the zone and be dribbling the ball. I want to pass the ball to the big man in the middle of the zone because he's 6'8". He can see over the zone. I'm 6'2". I don't want to get in the middle of the zone and now I'm sitting there looking at 6'8", 6'10", and then I try to pass the ball out of the zone. They're going to trap me. So I'll have my big man come to the top of the middle where the free throw is. I pass it to him. He raised the ball up like this. He kicks it to the short corner where the other guard is at, and that's how you get the wide open 3. So let me give you that analysis in the market. if I'm only scalping saying, oh my God, this is going to fly and I don't want to secure it, so I don't have no stop loss. No, that's not smart. If you're trading alone and not trading with a group, then you better secure your money. So I secure it by the 10, I secure it by the 20, and then I secure it by the 30. Meaning I don't come in the game, Bram, and just start shooting 3-pointers. I come in the game and I start shooting bank shots. I get a layup, I get a free throw line, I shoot a floater. And as I get a rhythm, that's when I start stepping back and I start shooting the 3. So as my trade starts maturing and I'm like 2-3 candles into profits, that's when I'll take my stop loss from the commitment that I just committed to of just losing 10 pips from here. And I say, all right, I jumped in at the 67. Let me put her at the 68. Let me secure at least 10 pips so I don't have to worry. Oh my God, that candle cleared the 70 because sellers were supposed to come in at the 70. Buyers kept coming in. So therefore, let's secure another 10 pips. Let's go to the 69. Now she's sitting at the 71. If she clears the 71 and gets up into the 72, 73, where she just showed us, because the top of this candle is 73. You see that? The top of that candle is 73, beautiful people. Put some fire in the chat if you understand that. If the top of that candle is 73, it shows me that the market has the potential to go to 73. So I don't want to move my stop loss so close to 71 where the market goes, there's more liquidity there. Let me go grab that. I keep it at a position where the market will have to come and close out. Meaning that candle in the next 4 minutes have to close under the 70. If it closes under the 70, I don't take my stop loss and be a cheap ass and go, oh my God, let me move it back down. Bro, you're cheating yourself. You're cheating yourself. You understand what I just said to y'all? Put some 8s in the chat if you just understood what I just said to you. For people, because I'm teaching you some really good sauce. I'm teaching you some really good trade management. And I'm teaching you from a 15-minute chart where you're going to be scalping from. You're going to day trade from the 4-hour. And if you're going to day trade, I told you, look at the 4-hour. You have an hour. You have 1 hour for the market to literally make a decision. Let me show you once again. If that candle right here, let's make it big so you guys can see it. If this particular candle right here closes under here, sellers are confirmed and she's going to start coming towards the 2461. She just pulled up to the 73 right up in here. You see that? She pulled up to the top of this guy right here. Now she's working her way back down. Look at it right here. You see that? You want to make sure you have 1, 2, 3. You want to see if she's going to reject again at the 70 like she did before right there. Gets past this, that means your stop loss will be hit. And that means you have literally took profits from 20 pips, secured another 30 pips with a 0.10. So that's like another 30 bucks. You understand that? So that should be, if you did a standard, you're looking at $200 and $30 in the clear. And it's just $7.57. And that will be your very first trade that I gave you. Ryan, I think my people are getting it. Imagine your very first trade of the day, you secured $230. And that gives you confidence. Now watch this. Now here's proper risk management. I personally don't care if I got $10,000 in my account, $1,000 in my account. At that point, when I enter into my second trade, guess what my risk management is on? Guess? Y'all type it in the chat if you know already. Y'all type it in the chat if you know already, because I know I'm resonating with a lot of people right now. Because what people fail to realize, let me show you and let me teach you verbally why most win and then turn around and give it all back to the market and plus some. It's because when you win $230, and that basically takes your account from a $500 account to a $730 account, that means you go back into your second trade thinking that you are risking $730. I'm only willing to risk 1 to 3% of the profit that I just made. You see that? So imagine when I go back in, I'm risking 1 to 3% of the 230. So if I get another 30 or 50 bucks, that puts me up to 80. If I get another 50, 60 bucks, that put me up 310. Do you understand? Like, you can't get greedy once you're up in the market, because that's how the market fools you. The market wants you to get back in there with that. She's like, oh man, I gave this motherfucker $230. This motherfucker's finna jump in here and over leverage a little bit. Put some fire in the chat if you're you understand how many times I tell y'all, bro, I've lost 1,500 100 times. Because every time I would have a big win, I'll go back into that next trade like, shit, I just had a standard on that one. I'm finna put a standard and a half now. I'm finna put 2 standards on it now. Oh shit, I'm finna put 3 on there now. And then it wipes me out with less of a play. 20, 30 pip drawdown, I'm ready to panic close. Man, put triple leg game. Now I want you guys to watch this trade. Watch this. Let's go back to the 15 minutes. Look at what she did. Sellers came in, brought the market right back up under the EMA 9. So now your stop loss is in jeopardy. You understand that? Your stop loss is in jeopardy now. I don't want to move my stop loss because it's in jeopardy. I don't want to say, oh my God, it's right here. Let me just take my money before it even clipped my stop loss. Once again, you're cheating yourself. You have pippage secured, because in fact, I moved it down already. So you actually just got your stop loss hit, because it was literally up at the 70, at the 69 mark. So right here, it just clipped your stop loss right now. That's the facts. Let's be honest. I moved it down because I was showing you what not to do. The market literally dropped down, clipped us out, and now guess what she's going to do? She's going to start trickling back down because the sellers are in power now. The sellers are showing you that the current trend is going down almost 200 something pips from the 2482. I just showed you how to literally secure 30 to 50 pips within a 30 to 40 minute time frame. Literally an hour, actually, because we started here. So you're talking a 15-minute candle, 45 minutes we were in the trade. 45 minutes you could have took max profits. So let's talk about no stop loss. If you had 0 stop loss, went from here and say, yo, I only want 30 pips. That's $300 right there. Let me say it again. You entered here. Let's put the stop loss here. If I entered here and I took it to here, that's $300. If I see it moving and now I put my stop loss from here and I say, yo, if it gets past that 70, yo, I'm out at 71, 72. She moved here. I start taking profits. I go from a lot to literally 80 and I leave a 0.20. I take max from right here. Look at how the market, remember I told you how he creates liquidity. Look at how the market came and touched the 2469, and now she's putting pressure back on the 2470 again. You guys, I don't know if you guys understand what I'm showing you guys on YouTube, but you guys should be subscribing. You should guys be going and telling all your friends that, yo, I found an individual that literally is like fucking talking to me. This guy, I don't know who this guy is, but he's fucking talking to me. It's almost like this guy got cameras in my house and he's been watching me trade, because everything this guy just taught me today is the reason why I'm for sure not profitable, or I'm consistently losing. Put some ones in the chat if you're brand new in here. Let's go. Put some ones in the chat if you're brand new. I know I got a lot of my people in here. Let's go. Let's go. So understand this, beautiful people. The market will literally come grab liquidity, as you see right here. It came and grabbed your stop loss. So as it comes and grabs your stop loss, guess what she has to do now? It grabbed the buyers, boom, and picked up, because there's more buyers sitting right here. Look, buyers are right here. It don't have much to engage. Look, there's nothing here. There's nothing to engage here. So you have to go by what's right here. The buyers are sitting right here. 2469. I think my daughter's coming down. And sellers are literally clipping them out. Beautiful. What's up, beautiful? Time. This is an amazing time. This is an amazing time to be alive, beautiful people. Because when you're looking at the foreign exchange market, let's go back over here in NAS and see what NAS did. NAS is still sitting right here and moving. Like I said, you don't want to get caught buying NAS right now when she is in a big boy dropping area. She's like going from zone to zone to zone. Last night at 11 o'clock, she was sitting right here. We had an opportunity to literally take a sale at the 24, I think. We said if she comes back down to the 20, I think it was the 24.20. Yeah, the 24.20 area. I think it was it? No, actually 23.20. What was it at, Keith? I think it was the 23.20. Yeah, it was like right up in here. It was like, yeah, so we was banking off this right here. So we took scalps from right here, which was super quick, because if you held that, you probably got wiped out. Because I told everybody that there's two ways you're going to play it. You want to scalp from right here. You want to buy it up. If it clears it and comes back up and tests the trend, then it's a go to hold the buy. If she comes and rejects and she gets past this trend line, she's going to go bye-bye. She's going to go night-night. We were suggesting it because the market was not moving as much. And so I personally waved my hand on it. And I said, you know what? I ain't got the energy to sit here and watch it for 2 hours. Okay, baby. I have the energy to sit and watch it for 2 hours. I woke up and I saw almost 80 something chats. 80 something. I saw something 80 messages in my chat. You guys got the 400 sale? You guys got the sale, Keith? Oh yeah, she coming for the Waffle House. She want the Waffle House again. I can't go back to back Waffle House. That shit sits on me. That shit sit on daddy. That shit sit on daddy neck yesterday. I said, oh shit, I got a waffle on the back of my head right now. I said, I got a waffle on the back of my head. I can't do it. Okay, yeah, okay, good. We should have took it, Keith. Me and Keith was negotiating whether to buy it or sell it. I was pro buy because NAS was just flying up. Keith was pro sale, and Keith was correct. And let me tell you guys the beautiful thing about me. When I'm right, I'm right. When I'm wrong, I'm okay with being wrong. But you know what the beauty thing about being wrong? When you're around the right people. Because you can trust others. And so that's why it's important to be around a group of individuals doing exactly what you're trying to do, generationally, financially change your life. Because sometimes what you see is because you're just literally trying to, you're just literally wanting this to go that way so bad, and you're not looking at the edge. And because they're not in need, as you are in need of that particular trade, they can say, yo, no, bro. I clearly see more red candles than I see green. And just basically, I would personally take the sell right there. And when I saw that, I said, yo, bro, you are 100% correct. The difference between me and everyone else, I know when I'm wrong and I know when I'm right. And when I'm wrong, I have no problem with admitting I'm wrong. My baby's hey, beautiful. I know, baby, I know. Go put it on the couch. So I do this in front of my family. And I like for my daughters to see this because this is all my daughters would do. My young one is right here. She wants me to pick her up so you guys can see. This is my 1-year-old baby girl. The only thing she would ever know is to make money from the computer. She won't know the 9 to 5. Understand that. She won't know I need to go get a job. She would only know trade management. She would only know foreign exchange markets. She would only know cryptocurrency. She would only know indices. She would only know she would specifically know how to make her daily income from gold and NAS. She would also know how not to over leverage. She won't need to over leverage because she'll be educated. You understand? Like, she won't be indoctrinated. She won't think that she needs to go get a job and go get a career. And this would be her career. Because there's so many people go to college right now and they're doing something they didn't even study for. You understand that? Like that happens to so many people. So this is what I'm telling you guys. In order to gain this skill, beautiful people, you guys got to put in the work. You got to put in the work. And if you're tired of doing it by yourself, I need you guys to jump into my DMs, drop a comment. When you guys get out of this live, like it, drop a comment on it, share it, and show people that, yo, we're real educators out here, and we're real individuals trying to grow as a community of traders. Ain't nobody telling you to come over here and build. Ain't nobody come over telling you to, let me do that. Let me build a community and let me educate the community. And as I'm educating the community, guess what happens to you? You start breaking those generational curses like everybody else. And as you start breaking those generational curses, my daughter's going to run up on your daughter eventually. You see this? You see what I'm telling y'all? She's 1 year old. She's going to run up on your kids eventually, because we're going to always maintain a relationship. So when we have our little get together, I'm going to bring my children, you're going to bring your children. They're going to start understanding, like, they're going to be like-minded. My son is 24 years old, and he knows how to trade. He knows how to trade really well. Yeah, you understand that, beautiful people? Gold is pushing back up to the 71. So when you start talking about our children networking with each other and having the same mindset, then you're literally a little bit more at ease than your daughter bringing some guy home that works at Best Buy. I'm just saying, not knocking Best Buy. Yes, Bram, my recordings will drop directly on my YouTube. That's why I tell you guys, if I'm going to give you guys free sauce, all I'm asking for you guys is to love on my content. When you get off my lives, like it, drop a comment on something that you learned, and then that's how it literally motivates me, but it also gives the algorithm to understand, yo, there's real people over here. Because I can buy fake followers. I want you to get off my live, and then I want you to watch yesterday's live, today's live 100 times. And then when you get on here tomorrow, you're going to start understanding the language that I use, and then you start trading with me as I teach, because the whole purpose of teaching is learning and earning. And when you start learning and earning, you're going to start saying, yo, bro, how do I do this with you all the time? Because we trade at nighttime. We day trade at night. We scalp in the day. Let me say that again. We day trade at night, because I trade during the Asian and the London sessions. I teach at the end of the actual London session, in the middle of it. You understand that? Because I go to the gym at 5, I get fresh up, and then I jump on my lives to educate. And this is what I like to do. I like to take the money before the market and the sharks start swimming. Because by the time 8:30, 9 o'clock get here, you're going to have the New York Stock Exchange open up. And let me tell you, they're going to eat people alive. They're going to eat people alive. You understand that? So I personally like to have my 60 to 80 to 100 pips clear, 50 pips clear, 100, 200 bucks clear, $230 in the profits, and only risk the 230. And then when I start bushing up and I get another 230 in the night, that's $460 from my phone, beautiful people. Who is arguing with that? You do 460 times 5. Let's do some numbers. Let's do some numbers. I want to do some numbers real quick before we get off here. As you guys are liking and sharing and dropping your comments, I trade 5 days a week. So if I do 460 times 5, that's $2,300. If I do that times 4, that's $9,200. Most of you guys who are getting paid like $10,000 salaries a month, look at what you have to do from that. If I do 9,200 times 12, that's $110,400 a year from my phone with a community. And this number can always increase. I don't know if you would like to be a part of that community, but that community is amazing. I'm your #1 digital educator in North America, whether people believe it or whether they like it or not. I don't get on here and tell you what to do. I get on here and show you what I'm doing, because I am not your financial advisor. This is for educational purposes only. Past performances does not predict future gains. But what I like to do is grab money out of the market, because there's $6.6 trillion market daily, so any and everybody can find their money in the market. There's enough money in here for everybody. There's enough $250, $300, $400 in here for everybody to literally grab before 8 o'clock in the morning. Go get your coffee, go do whatever you need to literally secure your bag and keep it pushing. Like I said, beautiful people, I don't ask for much, but just drop your comments, drop your thoughts. Make sure that you let me know what you learned. Also, if you have any questions, add them in the comments. I will follow up with the answer in those comments, so we can interact in those comments, so people can understand that we're real people over here having a real deal financial, literally a foreign exchange market conversation. And people can just learn by watching the video and going through the comments and going, yo, I had that same question. Yo, bro, this controlled my market from not being, basically getting my trades from getting hit every time. I love you guys. Like, share the comments, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, this is the second live stream. This is the second live stream. Oof, God bless America. God bless America. Had over total of 134 views. We're currently sitting at 30 viewers in here right now. Actually, currently we have 44 on the back end. And let me say that again. A total of 135 viewership. A couple of weeks ago when I first got on here, we had 2 people. Just to let everybody know how good God is. Just a few weeks ago, we had only 2. When I first started just to do my test runs, we had 2. And I told people that number would change so fast. We're at day 2 and it's already over 135 viewership. Yesterday I taught my class, so we had 200 and something in here. I'm telling you, beautiful people, we're gonna blow up. We're gonna blow up, and we're gonna change your life. And on that way to generationally, financially changing your life, you're going to self-develop. You're going to create more belief in yourself. You're going to have the patience to literally see everything through. And before you do all of that, I'm going to teach you how to set a vibe, create a proper routine so you can understand what time you're trading in, where's the bullies in the market, what is the overall trend, where's the current trend, and how to get money real quick, or how to just position yourself to take the full range of the motion. Because like I said, there's 600 pip moves, but that's like waiting on sharks. I say take 20, 30 pips, take it 10 times, get your 300 and get out of there. I love you guys. Like, share, subscribe, and follow for more. You can go to my YouTube. You can go to my TikTok. You can go to my Instagram. It's Mr. Holistic, aka Mr. Triple A, however you want to look it up. But I'm there.